new setup. I have this little wire here. Classy. Hey guys! So today's video is gonna be my Feb faves. Now please try to pronounce that at least 5 times. Feb faves. Feb faves. Feb faves. Feb faves. Feb faves. But basically, it's gonna be my February favorites, things I've loved in the past month, and medyo madami sila. Yes, I am in a new setup. Let me know if you like this setup. It's more casual. I was gonna set up my ring light, but then, you know what? I was like, no. I do have my vanity lights on right now. Let me know if you like this setup. I personally enjoy it. Medyo mas casual siya. So let me know. But anyway, if you want to know the products I've loved for the past month, then keep watching. I want to start off with this. This is the Sanicare Cleansing Wipes. It's weird because I've never mentioned this in my channel, but I've used it for years, like literally years. This is pretty much the wipe that I use to mix in with my micellar waters, with my makeup removers to remove my makeup, because I find that this wipe is very gentle, but it doesn't really remove everything, ha. It's great for swatches, like if you have like swatches here that you just kind of quickly want to remove or wipe off, you use these. These are so inexpensive. I also really like the fact that it doesn't contain alcohol, so it's not gonna irritate or sting the skin, because I do have quite sensitive skin. So ito lang talaga yung pinapanghalo ko sa makeup removers ko. Ito sample. So ito, tsaka makeup remover ko, tapos ito. Kasi sobrang laki niya, diba? So malaking area ng face mo yung kinakapitan niya. So ayan. Just wanna mention, guys, love these wipes. I've been using them for forever. For this month's skincare, it's all about the moisturization, giving back my skin the moisture that it needs. I'm happy to report that from being a completely oily person, from being a super oily skin person, I am now combination. Like, I'm pretty sure I do have combination skin na hindi na siya oily. I've been taking something na nagpapaganon sa skin ko, which I will be talking about in an entire skin video coming up sometime this July. I don't know. Pero yun nga, because of that, I've had to switch products. For daytime, I have been using the iWhite Aqua Moisturizer Whitening Vita. This is a great moisturizer if you want something quick, something that your skin is gonna absorb really fast. And by fast, I mean like from the moment you put it on, it's quickly absorbed. The skin drinks it up really fast. I use it for days na nagmamadali ako, yung tipong wala akong time mag-makeup pero gusto ko may konting something. Ito yung moisturizer na gagamitin ko kasi sobrang bilis lang siyang ma-absorb ng skin. Usually, I take like a pea size or something like that. I drop it between my fingers, tapos talagang imamassage ko sa skin ko. Tapos after that, 5 seconds, okay na, moisturize na siya. This moisturizer is amazing for oily skin because it's water-based. It's not gonna alter your foundation. It's not gonna be too oily. It's not gonna feel greasy. So if you hate greasy moisturizers, if you find that the Glossier Priming Moisturizer was just like too much for you, try iWhite's Aqua Moisturizer. It's amazing. It's really nice. The next moisturizing product I'm gonna show you is Pretty Intense. This is from Mumuso, so it's really affordable as well. This is their Propolis Concentrate. I got this for 199 pesos. I've seen someone kind of like do a review about it na dupe daw siya ng some Korean something. I guess yung dinadupe nito is also a Propolis Concentrate. Correct me if I'm wrong, but not really sure. I just saw it somewhere. Binili ko siya kasi parang na-curious ako, and it was 199, and boy, this is intense. Like, intense, man. I would recommend this only for the nighttime because it's very intensive. It's super moisturizing, very hydrating, but I love it. It leaves kind of like a sticky finish, and then what I'd like to do with it is I'd tap my skin and kind of like bounce it like this, and like, woo! Super sticky niya, ha? But then the next morning when I wake up, my skin feels hydrated, like hydrated. And for a product that's 199 pesos, easily accessible from Mumuso, this really moisturizes my skin very well, intensively, amazingly, and it's what I need for nighttime. My skin loves this product. You guys definitely check this out. For the price, it's worth a shot in my opinion. For my last skincare product, it's actually a cleanser. This is the CosRX Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. I hope you can see it, but this is how it looks like in packaging. It looks like a morning, it looks like a morning, man. It's very gentle, just like the name suggests. It's a low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. I was looking for a cleanser that wasn't harsh because although I loved the Face Shop cleansers, I loved those so much because I felt like they really deep cleaned my skin, got rid of all the excess makeup. Sometimes, not gonna lie, they kind of can feel too drying, like they kind of can dry my skin. So minsan after I use those, medyo tight na yung skin ko. But with these, I don't feel that. I use it in the morning lang mainly, but I love that it cleans my skin without stripping the moisture on my skin too much. I appreciate that it lathers. I don't like cleansers that don't lather because I feel like they're like Cetaphil na walang ginagawa, na parang if you tone, you'd still get like makeup residue. And I love that this lather is just overall a solid good cleanser for daytime, for nighttime. If you're looking for something that's super gentle yet effective, try the CosRX Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. I think it's a really good one. A lot of you guys asked me if the VDL X Pantone brush that I got from Divi worked and if it's really good. I want to say I love the bronzer brush so much. As you can see, it's super dirty. I use it almost every day now. It's the perfect size for bronzer application in my opinion. I love the shade. Like, it's angled, but it's fluffy, so you get like a lot of work. What am I trying to say? Like, sometimes I don't even know what I'm trying to say. It gives you a lot of space to buff your bronzer in. Fluffy siya eh. So, mababuff mo yung bronzer mo ng maayos. Hindi siya very compact na if you try to apply your bronzer, it's too much. You know, it buffs the bronzer and blends it really well. It applies your bronzer evenly, not patchy whatsoever, and I love this. So yeah, it does really work. The only brush that didn't work for me from that collection was a flower brush. It applied foundation too streaky, so that one medyo but the rest were really good. And this is super nice ito. I have two brushes by Morphe. The first one I have two of because this is my holy grail highlighter brush. After trying a lot of different highlight brushes, I have found my favorite one. This is Morphe R31. I randomly carted this on the website because I thought I'd give it a shot, and boy, did I make the best decision I have ever made in probably like a decade. I'm just kidding. But this stuff makes your foundation pop, man. It makes your foundation pop. If you're looking for something that's really gonna pack on your highlight, that's really gonna enhance it, gonna place it in there, R31 from Morphe is the best one out there. I have Morphe's other highlight brushes. I really like those. But R31, there's just something about these brushes. As you can see, medyo tapered siya. But it does have like that fluffy... Para siyang isang malaking blending brush. Para siyang isang malaking 217 by MAC. Parang ganun. Parang ganun siya. It packs on the product precisely well and intensely. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. So, for example, this is my highlighter. I'm just gonna dip like once, man. Tapping off the excess. And as you can see, it just like... Oh man, one more time. Like, it just like, kasi pag pabalik-balik ka dyan sa area na yan, mas talagang maaano niya, mas ma-intensify niya. So this intensifies your highlight. This intensifies your highlight, and of course, we want that. If you're looking for a really good highlight brush, check the Morphe R31 out. It's pretty bomb. Ito rin, M572 by Morphe. It's a really small contour brush, and I use this on my nose to contour my nose, because it fits right in there. It provides the perfect contour, as you can see. Like, it fits the nose area. Fits this area really perfectly because it's very small. It can fluff it around and it's really good. So this is again M572. I'm gonna list everything down in the description box. If you have any questions, for example, my lip color and everything else, it's probably listed in the description down below. So please check it out kasi I'm pretty sure andun yung lip color ko. I list everything down in the description box all the time, so you just have to check it, guys. I want to mention the Clio Kill Cover Pro Artist Liquid Concealer. I really love this. Shade is in 3BY. I heard this from Anakai. She raves about this stuff. She says this is the most full coverage concealer. True enough, it really is full coverage. It's the perfect consistency in a liquid concealer. It's honestly everything you can ask for. Full coverage. It covers everything in one layer, which is what I want in my concealer. I don't want to have to build it up 5 times to get the pigment. It's the right consistency. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, which is perfect. It's very creamy. It's the perfect shade. It's very yellow undertone. The shade doesn't work underneath my eyes. It's too dark. It works on my face blemishes, so I use it for that. But I do want to say that I find this to be very similar to my gusto ko tong area to kasi parang I can easily just pull out stuff from my vanity. Crazy, right? Crazy. I found this to be similar, like super similar, if not identical almost, to the Same's Cover Tip Perfection Concealer. I'm not sure if this is just more long-lasting, but I found these to be extremely similar. This is a bit harder to find it, but if you can't get your hands on Kill Cover from Clio, I suggest you pick up the Same because they're super close. I'd say mas mas long-lasting na onti lang, pero mas mahal din kasi siya. So, you know, it depends on your preference, but ako talaga, I still stand by. This is still the best concealer for me. So, medyo similar lang sila. Medyo may dupe na ako dito, pero hindi nagkakalayo. Promise yan. Yung wand lang din, iba. Mas malaki yung wand dito and mas comfortable siya i-apply. Pero, other than that, consistency is very, very similar. But, again, going back to this stuff, I love this. I have been using this all month. Switching between these two actually, but you've heard me talk about this. So, Clio Kill Cover is a really good concealer. I love it. Let's move on to highlighter, shall we? The first one is Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. I really love this. I really love this for every day. I think this is the highlight I would want to wear if I were to meet you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't want to wear something as intense like the Anastasia Glow Kits. That one, mas okay siya for filming, mas okay siya for videos, mas okay siya for photographs, for Instagram pictures. You get what I'm trying to say? But something like this, something more subdued, something more subtle like this, I feel like it's better for in person. Don't get me wrong, you can build this up to have it look intense on the cheeks, but it doesn't accentuate my pores. It looks fantastic. It has like that really pretty goldeny champagne sheen. It's not too dark. I can still wear it. Really pretty formula, and it's very buildable is what I like about it the best, because you don't feel like you're lacking highlight, but you don't feel like you're, oh shoot man, I have too much. This is stunning. You can sheer it out to where it looks super natural for no makeup looks, or you can build this up to where it looks intense enough for, you know, more eventful days. So I really like this because it's so versatile, and not to mention it's from the brand Essence and it's super inexpensive. It's just really good, solid highlight. On the other side of the spectrum, quickly wanted to give this a shout out because this is fantastic. This is the Flower Beauty Shimmer and Strobe Highlight Palette. It has 3 colors. Let me try to show you. It doesn't have a mirror or anything. A champagne, like a pinky toned, and a yellow toned highlight. Super happy to report that I can definitely wear all these 3. These two look dark, but no, it looks really good on light skin tones. At least on my skin tone, it looks really good. My favorite is the pink one because it's so freaking stunning, and it just gives like that ethereal glow. I want to say though that these are pretty new to my collection. You'll be seeing these in action in my Get Ready With Me video I filmed a couple weeks ago. But love these because they're so buttery. I mean, like, buttery. They feel so smooth. They don't feel like a drugstore highlighter whatsoever. I feel like the drugstores in the United States could use more really high quality highlights, and this one is that. This one is that. This one is the highlight that you guys need. Shade selection is amazing. The formula is fantastic. It's so buttery and so pigmented in one swipe. You get a lot of use out of this, a lot of product. There's just nothing wrong I can say about this palette. It's so nice. I love it so much. It's incredible. For the past couple months now, the only contour powder I've been using for my cheekbones is the Tarte Don't Be Afraid to Dazzle palette. Ooh, it's blinding you guys. But I love the contour color in here. The highlight is too dark for me, but it's a really nice highlight for medium skin tones. The contour shade, as you can see, medyo mukha siyang gamit because I do use this all the time when I contour my cheekbones. I'm not using it today because I didn't contour today, but when I do contour, this has been my favorite shade to contour with because it's so buttery. The formula is really nice, smooth, blends well, and the color is perfect. It has a cool tone, but it's not too gray that it looks ashy on my cheeks. It's a perfect color for me. So I had to give this a mention because I've been using it so much. You probably haven't heard of this from my channel, but I really like it. This is such a good purchase I made from Tarte. It's so nice, and the contour shade alone gives me so much life. Last week, I want to say last week was it, I bought a couple of blushes from Pinkies collection. It's Pinkies collection's blushers. I have the shades Nude and Rock. I must say, what amazing discoveries. These are insanely good for the price. These retail for 190 pesos or 189. Hindi ko alam kung bago to, hindi ko alam kung luma to. I'm not really sure. I swatched these and really blew me away kasi hindi siya powdery. No shade, but I'm used to local brands having really chalky powdery blushes. They do work, but most of the brands kasi here locally make blushes that are more powdery. So I was so surprised. When I swatched these, they weren't powdery at all. So I ended up getting 2 shades. I got Rock to contour with and Nude to blush with, you know, put on as a blush. And both I'm wearing right now, and both I am totally in love with. I am wearing the shade Nude on my cheeks as a blush, and I love it. It's the perfect nude shade. Honestly, it probably can dupe MAC Sincere or MAC Gingerly or one of those colors. It's got that nude color that I look for in a blush. It's very smooth when you actually, wow, it's very smooth. And for a local brand blush, that's impressive. These are not the type of blushes that like is going to wow you because of the pigment. Diba may ibang blushes na parang, wow, ang ganda, ang ganda, ang gandang pigmented. Etong blush na to hindi ganon. It's a very buildable blush. It's not super pigmented in one swipe. You might have to kind of tap it, apply, tap, apply. But I love that about it because then you don't apply too much. You can easily go back. And please, who finishes a blush? I mean, I personally don't. If ever I do, they're super affordable, so carry lang. They have a lot of colors to choose from and I'm probably gonna go back for more because I'm insanely obsessed and I'm insanely impressed. This one in the shade Rock, I used to contour my nose today. I'm not sure if you can see that. Medyo nasilat lang yung packaging, but anyway, perfect. This color is also really good for my skin tone. I love it. It's very pigmented, it's very buildable, but because it's a contour product, you kind of want to go very light-handed with it because you don't want too much contour. And you want your contour to look natural, of course. So unlike the blush, which I advise you to build it up on your cheeks, this one I don't because it's very pigmented as it is for a contour. And I really like this. It's the perfect shade. It's super inexpensive. It's easily accessible. And the performance is mind-blowing. I'm just gonna say it. I am obsessed, living, breathing for the Colourpop single eyeshadows. These are fantastic. You need these in your life. I think they're better than Makeup Geek. I think they're definitely better than MAC shadows. I am in love with them. I'm going to insert swatches for you guys to see how they look, and that should speak for themselves because I'm shook. These had me shook. I don't have any words. These are phenomenal. Very buttery, pigmented, everything you want in a shadow. These are those. Very consistent. I haven't had one color I don't like, and the thing with this is that you have to do your research first before you buy these shadows or anything, of course, for that matter. You might want to do a little bit of research to see if it floats your boat, and these just definitely did, so I bought a bunch of them. I initially bought 4 shadows and I fell in love. All were shimmery, so I wanted to try the matte finishes, and so I bought like a matte. I kind of was hyperventilating because they were amazing. They blended really well. Bomb diggity these are, but again, sobrang ganda. Colourpop. Oh my gosh! Check these out, you guys. Some really good eyeshadows. For this month's lip colors, na-feel ko na mas gusto ko ng lighter nude. For some reason, I just kind of went for that lighter nude trend. Felt like it was really flattering against my skin tone. I do have fair to light skin, so keep that in mind. But keeping that in mind, I do have these to show you. These are my top 2 favorite picks of the month. Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Lippy in the shade Buttercream Frosting. If you have seen my prom makeup look, I used this and it's so nice. It's a very light pinky nude is how I would describe it. I do have to say it's very light, so it's not gonna fit a wide variety of skin tones. I'd say it's gonna look best on fair to light medium skin, and then people with medium skin tone can probably line their lips first with a darker lip liner and then apply this on top. I think that would look beautiful as well. But overall, the formula is really nice naman. I didn't have a lot of issues with the formulation. It wasn't too dry on my lips, and the color was really perfect. It just gave that soft look. You can check out my prom look down below. I think this just pulled the look together and I love it for that. This is Colourpop's Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Knotty. This is probably my favorite light nude. I love this so much. I wore it during my January favorites, but I put like a red lipstick to center. Even though Colourpop Ultra Mattes can get a little bit drying, I find that this one didn't have any issues. As I've told you guys in the past, they have improved a ton. So I feel like with their newer shades, the formula is great, on point, and the color of Knotty is insanely gorgeous. It's like the perfect peachy brown light nude. It's very light though. Same thing with Buttercream Frosting. I think this would look the best on people with fair to light skin tones. But I mean, you can definitely work with it. You can definitely use it to mix with other shades, something like that. As a lip color, it's pretty solid for me, and I have been using this so much this month. I have 3 random favorites to show you guys. All are from Bath & Body Works. I love Bath & Body Works. The first one is their Gingerbread Latte Fine Fragrance Mist. This smells like Oh, I can't even describe it because I suck at describing scents. Something about me is I love sweet scents. I live for sweet, delicious, foodie scents. Like, I'm a foodie, so I love anything that has to do with food. So food scents, I go gaga over. So gingerbread latte is no exception. I love this. It just straight up smells like food, to be honest. If you ask me, it smells like Starbucks, like something you get from Starbucks. It smells like fresh cup of gingerbread latte, and it smells really good. And most of the time I would use it at night bago ako matulog. It just calms me down. I don't know, for some reason it just kind of makes me kind of go like yeah, something like that. I don't know, something about this I adore this stuff. If you're a foodie, if you love sweet scents, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I have been addicted to candles. From the moment I started burning them and smelling them, I became addicted. I became one of those people who always wanted to have a candle burning in their house. I became one of those people. The first one is in my vanity. This is in Mary Cookie, and oh my gosh. This smells like bakery, straight up caramelly donuts. Jayco donuts. Girl, I am so hungry right now. So this is composed of fresh baked cookies, sparkling sugar crystals, and Tahitian vanilla. Everything I want is in here. Cookies, sugar crystals, vanilla. Give me that. Yeah, I dig it. It burns really nice. Not as strong, but fills up my entire room naman. One of those scents that just calms me down at night. I like burning this at night. Mary Cookie from Bath & Body Works. Damn. Marshmallow Fireside is everything. If you're someone who loves scents in general, you need Marshmallow Fireside in your room. Like, you need this candle. I'm not even kidding. You need Marshmallow Fireside. It's amazing. It smells ridiculously good. Okay, let me show you the notes. Toasted marshmallows, smoldering woods, fire roasted vanilla, and crystallized amber. I don't know what amber smells like, to be honest, but I do know what fire roasted vanilla, smoldering woods, and toasted marshmallows. It smells like you're roasting marshmallows in a fireside. It literally smells so cozy. It's got that sweet scent, but it's not too sweet to where you're like, oh, bakery. Like the Mary Cookie one, it's got that warmth, it's got that coziness, it's got that, yeah, it's got that warmth to it. I'm completely obsessed. It smells incredible. Get into candles, you guys. Get into candles. It was life-changing for me. Love my candles so much. So yeah, you guys, that is everything I have loved for the month of February. If you want to keep up with what I do, then follow me on my social media accounts, always listed down below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thumbs up this video, and I'll be seeing you guys on my next one. Bye!